Hi everyone, hi Mom. Okay, here's my latest. This one is Tea and Roses. The kit is been in the store for about a week, I guess, and I've had some wonderful response to it. This took me a little bit longer to make. I think I'm a little burnt out. I've been going crazy here. And anyway, it's finished and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I did the cover very, very simply. And this front cover, I just readjusted one of the pages that are actually in the kit just to make it bigger. The book itself is 1 1/4 inch spine, and it's 8.5 by 6, which is standard for all of my books. I have done the metal pieces again. These are from Butterbee Scraps. I did some of that paste, with the flakes in them. Sorry, it's really sunny out today. So I'm going to get shadowing and whatnot. Now, I don't know if that shows, but if you look at the roses, they are done with diamond glaze. So top and bottom. It does give it texture. You can feel they're really cool. I like it. And I did the tea as well. It's done with the diamond glaze, which is the same as glossy accents, basically. And then you can see here how I've done the back. I've just run a piece of cardstock through an embossing folder, and then I just rubbed over some gold paint. And I used a different, this is stuff I got at the dollar store, but it's for knitting, made in Canada. So I like the color. I just thought it was kind of went quite well with the front cover. Anyway, we'll get right into it. So I added one of my little tags. These are in the store, and the story begins. And then it's just, it's all tea themed. I love this kit. It's different colors, and there's the bonus page that you get if you purchase the digital download. And we've got a big tag here. And I've punched the corners. That's the Martha Stewart. I don't know if it's available. I think it's swirling lace or something like that. And I've collected my tea bags, the covers for them. I added my little garment tags in here. And again, these are not in the store. The belly band, and then I've added these tiny little, what are they called? Alligator clips, I think, something like that. And I covered them in gold alcoholic, the Tim Holtz Rangers or whatever. I am going to add some trim to these. I just haven't gotten around to that part yet. And it's not necessary to have them in there, but I like them. So I put them in there. All the butterflies have been covered in the embossing powder and then edged in gold embossing powder as well. I did some stamping in this one this time. I have a few nice stamps. I added some tabs, and these are cute little, oh man, that's really bad lighting, sorry. Isn't that cute? Those are from the Graphics Fairy. I have a membership with them, so that was one of the freebies with your membership. And I just used some of the paper. I had loads of pages that I printed out, and they're like my practice pages. And apparently I needed a lot of practice because I have a lot of pages, but I wanted to use them up, and I used that as a tuck spot for one of the little cards. This has all my information on it. I really like the way the journal page turned out. It's pretty. And I used my little, tags that come off the tea bags as tabs. And it's too bad that I glued that down. I should have put one back to back so you could see it. But, I didn't realize that Twinnings of London has been around for over 300 years. That just blew me away. But I thought that was a little trivia you might like. Then there's a little flip out and another little tiny tag. Love this page. Got a thing about hot air balloons. And again, as usual, there's tons of journaling. I added a little bit of trim to this because honestly, I hated the way that this stamped out. And I didn't realize it's because of that. And it was in the way, and the trim made it look nicer. Let's put it that way. We have a corner pocket. I did trim it out. I cut out some of these cute little envelopes. And in the envelope is another little writing spot. I used the dragonfly as the little tuck for the flap, if I can get it back on there. There you go. And then there's the mason jar tag. I love this stamp too. This is a graphic 45 stamp. And then the coin pocket is part of the kit, and I added the Twinnings topper on that. And then this here is a journaling stick. It's a little tight, but it does come out. And all it is a cut down time card. I'll put that in later because I don't want you to be bored with me struggling to put it back in. And then we've got, what have we got? Another page? Nope, that's it. This one flips up to write on the whole page. That's the Big's Die, the Duo Butterfly by Tim Holtz, and it comes with the embossing folder to give you texture on it. And then I remembered I had these little dies, teacups and little teapots and whatnot, so put those in there. Another big tag. And then I put the envelope as the center and added the postcard in there. Here's the teapot it goes with that little set, the teacup. And it flips open for your week at a glance, and then there's a little booklet that goes in there. A belly band with another mason jar tag, a little dragonfly. And this is one of the little cards that I just created, made a tuck spot. This is a coat check. I actually got a whole box of them at Staples and just tea stained them, as well as these little tags. I got those at Staples as well. Covered them in the diamond glaze. And there's the banner that comes in the ephemera, and I just topped it with some flowers. Put a little tag in there. Another corner pocket, and there's the other large tag. So you can see there's tons of places to journal. This is still the first signature. There's the other corner pocket with another postcard. So I didn't do a ton of stamping, but a little bit here and there. And here's the Big's Die again, and it's just layered. I did put the paper over top of a thin packaging back of something I bought, I don't know. And then it's got a little tuck there for that tiny little tag there. And then signature 2 is a mirror of that, the only difference being really it's just different, you know, different ephemera, that's all. So I'll go quickly through that. Again, this is, I accidentally printed it on cardstock, so I thought, well, I'll just turn it into a postcard. Yeah, butterfly, another clip, Some more stamping. I love that. Quintessentially English. Because doesn't everybody think of the British when you think of tea, right? At least I do. Another little fold out. And another little tag. There's another envelope. This one has a little tiny bee on it. And another postcard. It also has a card inside of it. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit. I'm trying to go fast because the sun's coming around again. It's making it difficult. This one I added a little stamped out. Oh man. You know, you love the sun, but sometimes, right? And this is a napkin that I decoupaged on this and added some frontage onto it. It also has another little card there. Inside. Okay, let's go, let's go. Here we go. Fast, fast. I love this page. I love cameos. And green. Another butterfly, another opening. And this side has teacup. This one I used, the Versamark has a pen that you can get, and on one side it's a paintbrush and on one side it's like a nib. So I just used the nib side and just added dots, and then I put gold embossing powder on it and it gave it a pattern. Otherwise it's pretty plain. This one has the other piece of that cardstock that I boo-booed. And another, this one I actually covered in embossing powder. It's really pretty with a bit of gold here and there. And there's the other booklet. Another dragonfly with another mason jar. And there's another card that I did the same thing to, and there's just a couple tags and whatnot in there. I love this page. The bunny rabbit's just so cute. And this one again, you know, I did the die and trimmed it in the gold and used a piece of leftover cardstock just to create sort of a corner belly band. And there's a pocket with another tag. There's another bunny rabbit. So I think this would take a while to fill up. Some tea time. And this is one of those giant index cards that I finally found at Staples. I've looked and looked and looked for those because I've seen lots of people use them and was never able to find any. And I was in Staples the other day and they had them. So I grabbed them up. I've been tea staining for like a week. And I've got it set up on my island and I finally finished today. Used up all the tea. And I think I'm going to try and do a video on that. I've had so many people ask me if I have a video on how to tea stain. And I don't because the setup is difficult. But I'm going to try. And hopefully it'll work. But there's the book. I really love the way this turned out. And the spine's pretty plain, but I love the back. I think that turned out awesome. It's also all covered in the Liquitex medium. So it's a flat, it's, you know, very matte because I wanted the parts that are shiny, I wanted them to stand out. So that's what you get. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and it's in the store, so go check it out. Have a great day. Bye.